Hi everyone, my name is Maria and I'm project coordinating in Unity EFA. And today we're gonna talk about the ESC volunteering experience with Taru. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Taru. I am 28 years old.
How long did you stay there? So, in which place, what organization?
So I did my volunteering project in Mojo de Caña, which is in Las Palmas, in Gran Canaria, in Canary Islands. So last year on May, and the project was for 11 months.
So why did you choose Spain? Can you describe it in 3 words?
I guess I didn't choose it, but it shows me. I knew the organization from youth exchanges that I was doing before, and then I knew the boss of the international section, and then there was a vacancy, like a volunteer wasn't able to come, so then they had to find a new volunteer in short notice, and then by accident I met the person in Cordoba while doing a youth exchange, and then she asked me like, we might have a vacancy, and then a few months later there was a proposal that if you want to come for 11 months for Canary Islands to do a volunteer project.
What was the biggest forward impression over these couple of months?
Learned a lot of things. I was able to learn new language and have friends with that language. But the people that I met they were super nice, like really, really meaningful connections.
And did you have any culture shock there?
Coming from the north and then coming to the south, then it really, there was a few moments where I was like, okay, yeah, this is very, very cultural, and I'm not getting it. For example, I understood that I needed way more like space to myself, and I was truly being rude if I was quiet or I was not speaking. And in the north it's kind of reversed, like if you are speaking super loud, it's very rude. So learning from the differences.
What was your responsibility or maybe task during your experience?
I was working with youngsters, kids and adults to participate in different activities inside the project, and be with youngsters and kids and adults and families, and being like supportive if someone needed something, or being like a participant with them. Kids, it was like after school activities with kids that comes from like bad family backgrounds, and trying to help them with homework that they would normally not be able to have the support at home. Learning also how to communicate and work together as a group in the activities. And then sometimes going activities on to another place, like amusement park or bowling.
Which specific moment stood out the most for you?
It was a shock to be in activities that I didn't still speak any Spanish or very little, and then nobody spoke English, so how to survive that. And then they became my friends, or we became close. Working with the kids was super nice, because I think it was nice to them to also meet persons from different cultures, and they really take you as their own. Like if you were away, then they ask you like, where have you been, like we missed you.
Which skills were you able to develop or maybe improve?
Obviously language skills, like everything was in Spanish or Canarian. Also a lot of communication skills inside the project and also outside the project with other volunteers. To bring your skills, what you have learned in Finland or in your home country, and then bring it inside the projects.
But how do you plan to apply this experience or skills in the future?
All the experience that you go through your volunteering is super important, even though they are not something, well, language is something super physical, but also like, also learning from different cultures is super interesting, and taking that experience with you.
How did you manage to be so far away for so long time then?
For me it was fine, like Of course, in Canary Islands, the weather is very different than in Finland. So for me, I still sometimes feel very weird that there's no winter. I was lucky to find good friends and good communities.
And how you can summarize your project experience in one sentence?
A year or a time full of opportunities, and there will be ups and downs, and it's part of the process. And enjoying the time while being on another country and being curious.
So what's your advice also? Like you already mentioned, like to enjoy this experience. So my advice is the tips for the volunteers to consider to participate in such kind of projects in the future.
Yes, to be curious and to ask as many questions as you can, and trying to find opportunities when you are in the project or in the organization, because as a volunteer you don't really have that much responsibilities, but then you are still inside the organization and use the organization to yourself, to your own gain, to get what you want to learn.
Okay, thank you very much for participating. It was a really interesting discussion. I hope you have a beautiful day and enjoy your future experiences.
Thank you.